Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm doing the Opposition Uncovered video for the Manchester United-West Ham United game at Old Trafford. Man United are going into this game off the back of a 3-1 FA Cup semi-final defeat to Chelsea. I watched that game, and one thing that a lot of West Ham fans noticed, and this was on Twitter, was that Man United rested all of their best players in preparation for the game against West Ham. That would suggest that the FA Cup wasn't a priority for Man United and that Champions League football and qualifying for the Champions League seemed to be of more importance. Having said that, West Ham go into the game with a little bit more of a relaxed attitude, given that their survival is more or less guaranteed after the Watford win. But having said that, the Hammers will still want to get as many points as they can before the season ends. Manchester United have really excelled since Project Restart. In fact, they're unbeaten since February the 1st. That consists of 8 wins and 4 draws. And out of those 12 games in total, they have had 8 clean sheets. So that's showing how good of a goalkeeper David De Gea is. A lot of people say that he's the best goalkeeper in the world. And 8 clean sheets in 12 games is certainly a very good statistic. On the flip side of that, he did have a very bad game against Chelsea, but I'm talking about in the Premier League, not the Cup. Man United's fortunes have turned around, not at least to one certain player, and I'm going to mention him in the next little segment, and another 2 players, one of whom is very young and the other one who has done a lot of charity work. I think those clues give away who they might be. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has taken a lot of stick from Man United fans, particularly at the start of the season when Man United were in poor form and not really playing attractive football. However, he's managed to turn a corner. He's back at the wheel, as the chant goes. He's back in control. He's using a lot of young players at Man United, actually, and they're starting to come through and perform for him. I also think that now that he's had some time, and now that he's had some time to get to know his team, I think he's going to be a good fit for Manchester United. He's a former player. He knew what it was like to win under Alex Ferguson. He got that winning mentality as a player, and now he's trying to implement that as the manager of the club that he dearly loved and is giving back to. The last time the 2 teams met was at the London Stadium, and if you're a Manchester United fan, that could have been the beginning of the end for Ole, because West Ham United won that game 2-0. Andriy Yarmolenko scored towards the end of the first half with a curling effort, and Aaron Cresswell's free kick later on in the second half sealed all 3 points for the Hammers. When it came to choosing the ones to watch, I must admit I struggled a little bit because Manchester United have so many good players. I had to narrow it down to 3. My first choice wasn't a difficult one, I will admit that. And it is Portuguese midfielder Bruno Fernandes. I would consider him to be one of the best midfielders in Europe, if not the world right now. And that's purely based off what he's been doing with Manchester United. He's had such a massive impact on the team in such a short space of time. He's been talismanic in turning their fortunes around. 7 goals in 12 games, and he also won back-to-back Player of the Month awards. The first Manchester United player to do so since his countryman Cristiano Ronaldo did it in 2006-07. Fernandes is a player who likes to shoot from outside the box quite a lot. He's Manchester United's new first-choice penalty taker, and not only that, he likes to be quite dominant in an attacking role. He likes to make his presence be known, go forward, get on the end of balls, and help out his strikers when need be. The second player I'm going to talk about is the 18-year-old Mason Greenwood. I think he's probably the best young player in the Premier League right now. When I say young player, I mean more to the point, best teenager. Possibly even Europe. Some of the fans on Full Time Devils were actually saying that Greenwood's the best 18-year-old in world football, and it's not a bad claim to make. Greenwood has 9 goals in 29 games, and from what I've seen of him, he is a pacey, tricky, skillful and technically gifted player. I watched the games against Aston Villa, Brighton and Bournemouth. The way that he's able to pick up the ball, go past defenders, use his footwork and then fire is showing why he's competent enough for his role. And shows why he is starting. Because his goal statistics have been good since the restart. He's been consistent in performing, and I think an England call-up is going to be coming up soon for him. Gareth Southgate is definitely going to be picking up the phone and giving Greenwood a ring, and to be honest, the England manager will be a fool not to. 18 years old, yet he's showing lots of promise. And the future's looking bright for the England team too, because of the next player I'm going to talk about. The other player that I'd like to talk about, and given my clues for what I said about Greenwood, you might guess who it is. It's Dr. Marcus Rashford. Congratulations to him on getting his doctorate from the University of Manchester, the youngest person ever to do so from that university. And it's very well deserved. It doesn't matter who you support. It doesn't matter if you love or hate Man United. You cannot fault what Rashford has done during the COVID-19 pandemic. He teamed up with a charity to help feed children from poorer families with free school meals. He wrote a letter to the government as well regarding this and hoping to stop child poverty. And he also shut down Katie Hopkins on Twitter. Now, Katie Hopkins ran her mouth off at Rashford with a stuck-up opinion, and he shut her down for it. So, that's another thing. But anyway, talk about him as a player. 17 goals this season for United. He's developed himself into their key striker alongside Anthony Martial. Rashford is potentially a future Manchester United captain, and he knows everything about the club. He was born and raised in Withershore, a part of Manchester, and he literally bleeds red. He came up through the Manchester United Academy, made his debut as an 18-year-old, made an immediate impact as an 18-year-old, scoring twice against FC Midtjylland in his first ever start, and now he's wearing the number 10 jersey. He is a very good striker, I have to admit, and an even better person for the stuff that he's doing off the field. For the player who played for both, it was kind of hard to choose this as well, because a lot of Manchester United players have played for West Ham and vice versa. But I have chosen one player from way in the past. Older West Ham fans will probably remember this name, Noel Cantwell. He was a right-back who played for West Ham United in the 1950s, and he was actually West Ham's first ever captain from outside of the UK. He was an Irish defender who played for the Hammers from 1952 to 1960. He joined Manchester United in 1960 for £29,500. At the time, that was a record for a fullback. He was also the best man at Bobby Moore's wedding to Tina. After he retired, Cantwell went into management. He started out at Coventry City, had 2 spells at Peterborough United, and managed briefly in the United States. He passed away from cancer in 2005 at the age of 73. I know West Ham have been winning a lot recently, but Man United are going to be starting all their regulars again to get that Champions League football push going. Unfortunately, I am going to say Manchester United win, just based on the fact that they need it more. And West Ham, in a way, can afford to lose. I'm not saying that West Ham should go into the game just accepting defeat and losing at their own accord, but I'm just saying that Man United are going to give it a real good go. And they have been doing since Project Restart in particular. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, hit the like button, subscribe for more content. I'll be watching the game, and after that I will be doing my review. Probably be doing it after I've done work, or maybe the day after, but I'll get it up as quick as I can. Thank you very much for watching. Tune in soon. I'll see you then. Take care for now.